etc. But as soon as this war goes down, which it will, it's pretty much over, because Moon has no way of producing more archers. He's going to try and heal it up. I'm pretty sure it gets taken down. I'm not sure. What's important is that the DH at level 1 with 0 Moon Juice isn't very effective as a hero. The DH is the only reason that you can stop the push, because archers are essentially useless versus defended foots. I mean, Moon's going to try and delay these towers, but there's really not much you can do. The main thing to be doing as a human player tower rushing in a situation like this, any tower rush, you want to watch your AM. If the DH goes to mana burn, preemptively pull him back. You really need to be pulling him back, mostly just on the basis that, like, it's like, okay, you can get mana burn, take 2 hits on the DH, pull your AM back, or just pull it back. Yeah, it's a pretty easy choice in my opinion. So really, in all honesty, I would really take into consideration how your micro is. I mean, the easiest thing to focus in your army is your Archmage. It's the reason your push works. In all honesty, your push would not work without an Archmage. So yeah, if he's dead, it's not much good. I mean, unless you have like 5 towers up already, really, there's next to nothing you can do once your Archmage is dead, because you don't get water elementals. And believe it or not, the Archmage is sort of a distractor, because it's like he's one of the easiest focus things, and if the DH goes to mana burn him, excuse me, that's more mana that's more well juice that the DH uses up. Here, I think this is an unintelligent decision by Moon to go Panda. He should have just gone Naga, and then maybe focus the Archmage, or like at least done something, because like by going Panda, he's not really that great at defending pushes, because once he's out of buff, he really can't do anything. He's just a big fat footman. So it's like, the reality of it in that case is, it's like you go Panda, but you need to be going a hero that can stop pushes. Naga is the best hero for stopping a push. Why do you think in standard Hubris Night Elf you both go Nagas? Because the human's pushing and the Night Elf stopping the push. It's Naga. It's really standard. You don't really have much of a choice when you're being tower rushed like this, because you're out of Moonwell Juice as it is. You're not going to be able to do anything, like, shit. And the main thing, the whole deal is you need to stop it. I mean, I don't care if the Panda's going to be better after you defeat the push, but if you don't win the game, then that's the end. GG, you know? So, I think it was really silly by Moon, the Panda. Don't go Panda versus pushes. It's, I don't know, I mean, I'm not a pro gamer, like, I admit to that, but, it's kind of hard to make a judgment on a gamer who's arguably the best player in the world, which is Moon. But still, I think common sense sort of tells me that it was kind of an unintelligent decision by Moon in this case. Because, I mean, the Panda's going to come back, he's going to get 1 Breath of Fire, suck some more Moon Juice, get a 2nd Breath of Fire, and then that's it. So, yeah. It's like, buh. Not the greatest. Once the Archmage gets back, who died, by the way, if you lose your Archmage, it's pretty much the worst thing that can happen to you. But either way, don't give up, because once your towers get up, if you have like 4 militia or more, you're really good. You're good to go. Like, the game is far from over, because once you have your towers up and you have foots, you can just keep towering in more and more and more and more. And they're going to keep blowing resources and Moonwell Juice on trying to stop you, and they're just going to get owned. So it's like, yeah. Moon demonstrating what it's like to play on GGC, getting that pot off with like 0 time left. And yeah, really, ultimately, it's kind of burned out for him. He doesn't have any wars, and the only war he has is Uprooted, and it's about to go down. Panda's no mana, the DH is no health and a pot. I mean, what? You can't really do anything, is the problem. I mean, he's trying to make a comeback. He's building all these things in the middle of the map in very like, classic Moon style, and like sacking his base, but honestly, without a gold mine running, and without the ability to easily creep out a gold mine, Moon's just screwed. I mean, that's the reality of it. You'll see old games on LT where Moon will win doing this. Like, he'll take all his wisps that are all around the map and just put expansions down everywhere. Just everywhere, put expansions everywhere. And then he'll have Loras, and he'll just keep hoarding gold and just running around with like a level 5-6 DH, picking off units, trying to take down expansions with a DH, and then eventually can win based on the fact that he's made so many expansions, because that's just how easy it is to expand with Night Elf, so he just sort of abuses that. And I'd say that in this case, it's sort of like, why are you doing this? You're not going to be able to creep anything out, really. And that's the reality of it. Like, with good scouting, Teach Thousands, you're basically just going to own it. I mean, right now, Moon's just sort of in his base trying to do as much damage as he can to this tower push, and maybe save Wisps from his gold mine, but he's trying to get as much gold as he can from his mine before he runs out, and still trying to generate as many Wisps, and mostly the most important thing is trying to get this Nature's Blessing research done, because that's going to let him actually win the game. Without Nature's Blessing, it's, yeah, it's over. But it's over anyway, because he can't do anything. Because it's like, what's his hero's going to do? Either way, he gets Nature's Blessing done. Woohoo. And yeah, that's pretty much the game. I guess I'll keep talking for the rest of it. I would say in tower rushes as Night Elf, the thing that sucks the most is when you make like 400 Ancient of Wars, and I get to your base, and they're already all halfway done. Yeah, that basically means I lose. It sucks really bad. You gotta do that. Like, that's the biggest mistake Night Elves do, is they don't make enough Ancient of Wars, or they don't make any Ancient of Wars, and then they complain like, Tower Rush so imba. I'm like, learning not making Ancient of Wars, that's imba. Come on. So yeah, it's sort of common logic, at least in my opinion. Walking trees. Go walking buildings. Woohoo. I think he's gonna try and like creep out of camp and like, I don't know. It's like, fuck. What's he gonna do? I don't know. Sort of ridiculous. Sorry, I was just sort of dazing off. If you're ever in a situation where Night Elf is doing something like this, the most important thing is to be scouting. So you want to be sending foots around the map, really just getting a really good grasp of what's going on. Because for as long as they're just tromping around, making expos, that's as better chances they have. So you want to remain being aggressive, and you want to realize that this many defended footmen, like in this case, is way better than a Panda and DH with like essentially no hit points. If you look at Moon's gold, he's 105 gold, he's oversupply. Essentially, he can't really do anything else. And he's barely holding on here by killing these foots.